Harwich Mariners return to Veterans Field for the first time since the 2019 CCBL playoffs as they look to stay hot against the Chatham Anglers here in 2021. Hi again, everybody. Colin Casey joined by Tim Foley on a cool, overcast Monday night here in Chatham, Massachusetts as the Mariners travel to take on the A's on the road for the first time this season. They've played 2 games at White House Field, and it's been all Harwich this season so far, Tim. A lot of runs being scored, 18 runs total over those 2 games for the Mariners, but Chatham has been notoriously good at home this season at 4-2-1. Do you think the change of venue is something that can really favor the Anglers as they try to get back in the win column against their Eastern Division rival?
I would certainly say so because, as you mentioned it, the splits are better for Chatham at home, and for Harwich, they really drop off when they're on the road. They're only 1-5-2 this season when they are on the road. Their only win having come in Falmouth a few weeks ago, and so for Harwich, you have to hope that you're facing an opponent that you've gotten the better of a few times. You're going to try to have their number. It's a good chance for them to kind of break this funk they're in when it comes to playing teams on the road.
Here's the lineup that manager Steve Engler will put out for this matchup. Again, looking to improve to 3-0 on the season against the A's. Tatum Levins bats lead off the catcher. Chris Newell in center batting second. Brock Wilkin, designated hitter out of Wake Forest, easily the top hitter as well for the Mariners this season, still leading the team in batting average, home runs, and RBIs. Carter Putz, the first baseman, will bat cleanup. Jordan Beck, the right fielder, bats fifth. Press Kavanaugh in left, batting sixth. Josh Hood back in the lineup, third baseman, batting seventh. He's had a really successful season, specifically against Chatham. Max Codier, the second baseman, bats eighth, and uses at short, rounding out the Harwich lineup. And they will face Tanner Witt out of the University of Texas, making his first start of the CCBL season. Comes in looking to improve on what was a solid freshman campaign down in Austin. First pitch of the ball game is a breaking ball that misses low to Tatum Levins for ball one.
Yeah, some of these guys coming in will be interesting to see how Witt does his first start in the Cape.
Of course, Texas making a pretty deep run in Omaha, including a big win against the University of Tennessee in a matchup of the 2 T schools. The 2-0 pitch swung on and missed by Levins. Tatum Levins coming in this season. Again, he's been the mainstay leadoff hitter for this Harwich Mariners team for most of the season since he's been here. Comes in hitting .317 in that spot. He lays off a fastball, missing outside 3-1.
Yeah, that's been a really fun thing to watch because coming into the season, I believe Levins with LaSalle was more of a middle-of-the-lineup kind of guy, but he slotted into this leadoff spot really nicely.
3-1, misses up and away for ball 4, and he draws a leadoff walk. So the Mariners able to get the leadoff man on to begin the ball game. And this is going to be an important game, Tim, because once again they had issues at the plate yesterday, losing 4-0 on the road in 8 innings to Brewster. Second time this season they've been shut out on the road against Brewster. So it's an important bounce-back opportunity for the offense. What better way than putting the leadoff man on base? Here is Chris Newell, the center fielder from the University of Virginia. Working from the stretch, Tanner Witt fires a fastball in at the knees for a strike.
Yeah, so far, Witt, of course, walked Levins on 5 pitches. That last pitch looked good, though. We'll see what he goes with here on the 0-1.
Lead off first for Levins. Comfortable one. The 0-1. Fastball right there once again. So after losing Levins, count on the following hitter, Newell. Newell coming in with a .278 batting average on the season, a pair of RBIs as well. Middle infield at double play depth. 0-2 is a check swing. Did he go? No appeal, and he held up 1-2.
Yeah, good hold on that last one. It's been a couple fastballs seen by Newell in this at-bat, so he was starting to get the timing down, and tough to lay off it once you have the timing down, once it comes up high. So good to lay off on it on 0-2.
From the stretch, a long pause. Now he comes home, and that fastball just inside.
I think all the pitches we've seen so far from Witt have each been 92. First 2 were down low, the last 2 here, each up high to even the count.
Wind blowing consistently here at Veterans. I believe it's coming in right to left. Looking at the field of play as there's a swing and a foul straight back out of play off the bat of Newell. Able to stay dry so far for most of the day. A little bit of rain this morning here on the Cape, but nothing too serious. Definitely a step in the right direction after losing a couple of games this past week. 2-2 is a fastball outside, so good job by Newell to work the count back full.
Yeah, it certainly is. And just a quick note on field conditions. As you mentioned, it was raining earlier. They did have batting practice, but I don't believe they did in and outs. And so we'll have to see how the players handle fielding today, because they were looking to get the dirt around home plate set before the game started.
And the dirt looking really dark. Payoff pitch. It's on the outside corner for strike 3. Newell can't believe it. He jumps up and spins quickly back towards the dugout. First strikeout for Tanner Witt. There's now one out with a runner still on first.
Yeah, it's a really nice pitch. Just painted the outside corner of the plate. And tough for Newell to take that one, and thought he had it. He did not. This will bring up Wilkin.
Brock Wilkin, .339 on the season, 3 home runs, 14 runs driven in. But most notably, he is 3 for 8 season against the Chatham A's with a home run, 6 RBIs, of course, and slam as he goes ahead in the count, watches a pitch in the dirt for a ball.
Yeah, and of course, who hasn't he been swinging it well, though? You mentioned a team he's had significant success against so far.
The 1-0. There's a high drive down the left field. Plenty of distance, plenty of kick front.
Yeah, he really got underneath that thing. That was about as high as I think a pop ball has been all season long.
That left field line. Lights already on here in Chatham. So we're just past 7 o'clock. Really good crowd on hand, as it usually is here at Veterans. 1-1. Fastball in at the knees for a called strike. Home plate umpire in this one, Mark Delaney, calling balls and strikes. Chris Barstow over at first, and Mickey Garcia, the third base umpire, currently positioned behind the pitcher's mound with a runner on first. Witt's 1-2, breaking ball. That one's hit a ton once again out towards left field. Carrying, will it stay fair? Yes, it will!